Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this week's Gen AI and project management video. This week, we're going to talk a little bit about how you can use generative AI tools to help you create your Gantt chart and also your project schedule, which these two things typically go hand in hand. So let's go ahead and look at a practical use case here. Before we get into the generative AI part, I'd like to first talk about why Gantt charts are valuable, or why the project schedule is valuable to us as a project manager. But ultimately, in order for a team to work together, we all need to be on the same page, right? We need to know when things are going to get done, who's going to do them, and more importantly, what kind of dependencies exist in between the activities within our project. And that is where the Gantt chart, which you can see an example over here on the right, really kind of helps serve as the roadmap for the team and also for our external customers as well, as to what's happening, when it's happening, how long things are going to take. So everyone has expectations set for the project, right? I provide a really helpful reference here if you want to read more about Gantt charts. But ultimately, it's a pretty common project management tool. And what it showcases, if you're unfamiliar, is the tasks on the left. And then on the right, you have kind of an axis across the top, which shows different time durations. These ones are weeks. Sometimes these are months. Sometimes they're even days. And then the bars represent how long the task is going to take and also when it's going to happen. And then the arrows here, as you can see them, represent those dependencies in between tasks. Okay, so we can use Gen AI tools to create AI-powered Gantt charts. We have the ability to take a project scope and transform it into a project schedule. You could start with a prompt that is very simply, create a project schedule for a project titled Build a House. Right? You could even start with something that simple, and it might help you get some ideas started, right? So, with a Gantt chart, you can really see how much work has been completed, how much work is left, and that's where, Gen AI can really help us, because manual schedule creation can be quite tedious. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to create a Gantt chart by hand like this and kind of draw everything out, but there's a proneness towards miscalculations when doing something like that. And especially if you have a really robust, well-structured timeline, you can use AI-powered scheduling tools just to help visualize those dependencies in a matter of seconds, really. So with that, I'd like to showcase you guys. This is a example of a Gantt chart that I created using Claude, and I just fed it kind of a very basic project plan. This is for a website build project. I want to show you guys how I actually did that. So let me see if I can get my Claude into view here. Awesome, so this is great. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I started this off, right? So I said, turn this project plan into a Gantt chart. I gave it a start date, but then ultimately, the only other things that I gave it were kind of the tasks within the project and how long they were. And then it was able to set up, if I can potentially zoom out here a little bit, it was able to create this Gantt chart on the right. And, if you're starting from ground zero, this simple kind of Gantt chart can really kind of help start the conversation around what your project schedule might look like. And it's a really quick and easy way, something you can show your project team just to create this here. So, very, very helpful tool to have in our project management toolbox, being able to create these AI-powered Gantt charts here. Okay, so let me go ahead, see if I can bring us back into view here Awesome. So that is all we have for this week. Nice job. I hope you enjoyed this just quick demonstration of how you can use generative AI tools to create a Gantt chart. And happy learning, and I will see you in the next one.